Annyeonghaseyo. What's up, people? It's your girl, Bedina, and welcome to another episode of Vlogging with Bedina. First of all, I want to say I'm so sorry for my absence, and that was because I have to fix some certain things and get my life together. Anyway, I'm so excited to be back, and I hope you guys are excited to watch this video because I had so much fun making this video. Let's get it. Let's go. Now, just a few weeks ago, the last episode of this award-winning drama, Korean drama, It's Okay Not to Be Okay, finished airing on Netflix. Oh my god. I wasn't ready to say goodbye to the drama, but the drama was beautiful. This drama was acted by our very own Kim So-hyun and So Ye-jin. OMG, they delivered. This drama talked about mental health and is a human healing drama. And when I said the mental health video, I'm telling you, this drama was raw, unapologetic. Oh my god, it was emotional. I learned so many things from those drama, and I'm sure you guys will too. They shed so much awareness about mental health and the struggles that most of us go through, and that's what the title of the drama is. It's okay not to be okay. Oh my god, y'all should go watch this drama. Okay, this video was inspired by this beautiful drama. Since the drama talked about so many mental health issues, I decided I'm going to bring out a few of those mental health issues and discuss it with you guys, and shed my own awareness about mental health issues. Now, I'm so glad this drama was a Korean drama because I feel that in South Korea, mental health issues are not taken seriously. There's this huge stigma about mental health issues that affect so many people, especially the celebrities. People in Korea are not ready yet to openly discuss mental health issues and be considerate to those people who have mental issues. So this drama, I really enjoyed how it's a Korean drama and it was non-apologetic. It talked about all those things that they kind of hush over. It was opened up. So in this drama, I'm going to talk about the mental health issues, what caused them, how those people could be helped, and take good stuff out ourselves and see if we are doing our own part to help people in our community that have mental health issues and those in our family too that have this mental health issues. Now, this is a disclaimer. This drama, I'm not a doctor, guys, okay? I am not a doctor. So this video is not telling you to go diagnose. Oh my goodness, my earring fell off. Okay, so now this drama is not telling you guys to go and diagnose somebody of mental health issues. Neither am I telling you that you should be using this drama as a case study to look at your friends or families, accusing them of having mental health issues. I am just saying that this drama is kind of awareness that there's some people among us that are not really okay. Even we ourselves are not 100% okay. Get it? Alright, so the first person on my list is Ko Myung. Now, Ko Myung was portrayed by a wonderful and beautiful actress, Seo Ye-jin. She played this character so well. She owned this character. As a matter of fact, she brought this drama to life, baby. She really did. Now, Ko Myung actually was in the drama. She was antisocial. She was very loud. She threw tantrums. She had sleep paralysis. Now, for those of you who are not aware of what this is, sleep paralysis is a state whereby you are actually sleeping, but you're having nightmares. Now, the fact is you are awake, your eyes are open, and you kind of seeing your nightmares like a trauma, like a cinema movie. All right, what do I mean? When we're sleeping, we dream sometimes, right? But this time we're sleeping, and when someone wakes us up, we get up, right? We're like, oh my god, it was just a dream. But sleep paralysis is kind of like you are unable to move. You are unable to wake yourself up from that awful dream. You are actually sleeping and your eyes are open and you're seeing your nightmares like a movie. Creepy, right? It's very creepy. So yeah, she has sleep paralysis and she's unable to feel emotions. And that's why she can be able to discern others' emotions. She also wears loud and flamboyant dresses. Now, some may just look at Komi Young and be like, oh my god, she's a heartless person or she's rude or something. However, Komi Young was actually antisocial because her mother was a psychopath. Yeah. No, sorry, I made a mistake there. Komi Young's mother was not a psychopath. She was actually a sociopath. You know, there's a difference between the two of them. So she's a sociopath and she kind of instilled this kind of values on her daughter. So her daughter grew up not knowing emotions and not knowing how to behave in certain ways. I say, for example, when she was young, she felt like killing butterflies was okay to do. Now, who kills butterflies? Those babies are adorable, but she did that, and that showed that she's antisocial. Now, she also feels like she's weak, and she believes that the way to protect herself is to dress flamboyantly. So she dresses all in. She's always dressing, so much dressing. And that was not because she was proud or something. That's because those kind of dressings, we had defense mechanism. We all have defense mechanism, and hers dressing that kind of, colorful matter was her defense mechanism. She was unable to experience emotions, and that was because she closed herself up. Since her mother instilled the values of not having emotions and love for people, she grew up not knowing that it's okay to show emotions and it's okay to feel emotions. So that was how she was. And also, when she was a young girl, she witnessed her father killing her own mother, and she witnessed her father having some mental issues and going crazy from it. So she had a very horrible childhood, and that was why she was the way she was. You can see? Now, the next person on my list is Moongante. Moongante was actually acted by our very own Kim So-hyun. Kim So-hyun acted this drama, and he did a wonderful, wonderful job with this drama. Now, Kim So-hyun was acting as Moongante, and as Moongante, he actually has no sense of self. Now, what I mean by no sense of self? He has no sense of self in the sense that he always put others before himself. He believes that, okay, how am I going to say this? He believes that his brother, because he had an older brother, his brother comes first in his life, and he does not deserve to, look after himself. His responsibility is to care for his brother. Now, you guys know that taking care of others is not bad. However, what is bad is when you do not realize that taking care of your own self is very important. Because how can you take care of somebody when you're not okay? How can you love somebody when you do not love yourself? So you see, self-love is very important. So he's the kind of person that gives his all and his all to his brother and people around him. He has an autistic brother, so he takes care of his brother, and he works in a mental hospital. So you see, his life revolved around taking care of people. So he was scared to pursue any long-lasting emotions with others. That was why he had no friends. He didn't have a relationship. He was just cut off. He just put himself in a little box to take care of himself and his brother. Mostly his brother. So that was how he was. He was scared. He hated himself because he felt like he was no good. He felt like his only job, his only usefulness was to take care of his brother, and that was the only thing he was good at. He felt abandoned. Because when they were young, his mother, excuse me, I'm a little thirsty. Thank you. So when he was young, his mother had this brother first. Now his brother was autistic, so his mother gave birth to him with intentions of him, being the number one, take care of the autistic brother. So the result of that, his mother didn't really give him so much attention because all her attention was focused on the one who had the mental issue. Now we can't blame the mother because the mother was trying to do what she thought was right for her kids. Parents are not perfect. So she took care of her autistic son, and she felt like he needed more attention than the number one. But the number one, being Mungante, he felt abandoned. He felt unloved. He felt unneeded. This is a mental issue, guys. It's real. Having no sense of self, having feeling abandoned, feeling unloved. This is a huge problem that most of us, that we feel are normal, we go through this. The next person on my list is Moonsante. Moonsante is the older brother of Mungante, and he is autistic. Now, being autistic is a very hard thing to deal with, because naturally and obviously you're not normal like others. Now, the way others may see you and the way others may treat you differs, and it's hurting. And Moonsante received lots of love from his brother and his mother. From Moonsante, we could see that autistic people have great memory. They are very artistic, meaning that they're very good at diagrams, pictures, and stuff like that. They are also more sensitive than others, because Moonsante couldn't understand emotions. So the way he understands emotions was by looking at his brother's face. Now he actually let's say he was overly sensitive. Yes, that's the word. He was overly sensitive, and that was because Mungante basically was more, he looked at his brother's face to understand his brother's emotions. He also he didn't see things the way other people saw things. So his relationship with his brother was a little strained. His brother kind of took care of him like an egg, because he was scared that a little crack on him, like a little hit on him was gonna be heartbreaking, something like that. So Gangtae lived his whole life with Sante. Now, these are two people who are suffering. His brother being autistic, and the younger brother was tasked with taking care of the younger brother. I mean, with the older brother, and that was a lot of responsibility for a young boy. Yeah. Now, the worst part about Moonsante, the autistic one, is that Moonsante believes that his younger brother belongs to him. Like his younger brother should live his life for him. So this actually brought a lot of problems and issues between the two of them later on in the drama. Now, we have Min-seok. Min-seok actually had acute maniac disorder. Now, acute maniac disorder is actually a period of abnormally elevated or irritable moods. Now, what do I mean by this? People that have acute maniac disorder, they actually, when they have this, cases, they're actually extreme. They have extreme and overly exaggerated behaviors. For example, in the case of Min-seok, his father was actually a politician. But Min-seok had this acute maniac disorder, and he would actually run off naked. He believes that people see him naked, get him excited. Now you'll think that he's abnormal, he's crazy. Why you want to go naked? Now, this is because when he was growing up, he wasn't normal. And because he wasn't really normal, his parents didn't really give him much attention. So he always felt like he wasn't loved. And when he grew up, he had this acute maniac disorder. He felt that the only way to get attention from people was to, throw tantrums, go naked, just to get attention from people, just to notice him. Sad, right? Really sad. So he had this maniac disorder. So he would throw tantrums, go naked, run around the hospital naked, just want to be seen. He's overly extreme. And it was really, really sad. The next person we actually saw was Seon-hae. Seon-hae actually have DID. Now, DID is popularly known as multiple personalities. Now, that means that, okay, how am I going to explain this to you guys? Doing my research, multiple personality disorders actually means that you could have more than one personalities within you. Now, this is actually a defense mechanism. This is actually a defense mechanism in the sense that DID gives you multiple personalities. Now you could have up to 2-3 personalities in you. Now these personalities can come at any time and steal your body and your time. It's like being possessed. During those space and that time when the other personality comes out, you basically don't know what's going on. It's like somebody else is in your body doing another thing that you're not even aware of. You see? Now these personalities are like humans. They have their own emotions, their own feelings, and they were created by you as a defense mechanism. I don't know if I just confused you or convinced you. But DID, you should go look it up. DID can make a person act normal today, and tomorrow you could see a whole new side of the person. Like a person who has no sense of fashion could come tomorrow and be like, you know, be this fashion icon. And, you know, DID is a serious issue. A lot of people have DIDs, and it's very hard to manage because society already has a label on them, so it's kind of hard to maintain themselves and, you know, be accepted by others. So she had DID, and that was because when she was young, she was abused by her stepmother, and her father did nothing about it. Her father didn't help her out. Her father didn't even come to her rescue. The father allowed her to be abused by her stepmother. So when she developed DID as a means of, you know, as a means of protecting herself, her parents thought that she was possessed, and they sent her off to a shaman. That is like a native doctor in Korean word, a shaman. And yeah, but this hospital and the drummer is okay not to be okay, and the hospital took her in and they started treating her. Yeah, but once in a while, once a year, she usually have this DID personalities come back to her. Now the next person I have is Aremu. Aremu was actually a wonderful character, and I want to say hats off to the actress who played Aremu, and that's because every single scene of Aremu, she was always crying. Like literally, she was crying. Every scene she acted, she cried in that scene. Like, I don't know how the actress did that, but that was wonderful. I threw my cap off to the actress. Now, Aremu was emotionally abused by her husband. She was emotionally abused by her husband, who was an alcoholic, and he was always beating her up, making her feel less of a human. So because of that, Aremu started becoming emotionally weak. She had to go to the mental hospital to take help and, you know, become better. Now, guys, emotional abuse, and I'm talking about domestic abuse, is real. If you're in a toxic relationship, it's better to leave. Even if you have kids, stop staying under the pretense that you're staying for your kids. No kid deserves to grow up in an abusive relationship. What you guys don't know is that it leaves a lasting remark, a lasting impression on your child. So it's better to leave a relationship that's abusive and toxic than to be in that kind of relationship because of your child. You're doing more harm than good to your child or your children. The next person we have is Mr. Ko. Mr. Ko actually was Mu-young's father, and he had a brain tumor. And from the brain tumor, he started getting some, you know, mental issues and stuff. And he was plagued by the guilt of killing his wife. But he still believed that his wife was a monster because he knew that his wife was a sociopath. So he was trying to justify that him killing his wife was good, but at the same time his conscience was plaguing him because he knew that he killed his wife. So Mr. Ko was just, you know, how will I say this? Mr. Ko was actually like, I don't know how to put him in words, because he had a medical condition coupled with mental issues. Oh my god, his own was exaggerated. You just need to watch the movie to know how to classify him yourself. Now we have Jo Jung-tae. Jo Jung-tae was an alcoholic. He was an alcoholic, and he could drink and drink and drink until he drops down drunk. So he was in a mental hospital because you guys know being an alcoholic is a mental issue. You have to be able to have the mental willpower to be able to restrain yourself when it comes to alcohol, beverages, and also know how to drink a little bit or abstain totally from any alcoholic beverages. Yes. Then we have Mrs. Kang Kyung-ja. Mrs. Kang Kyung-ja suffered from severe form of depression. She was having hallucinations and delusions, and that's because her only daughter died. Now, Mrs. Kang Kyung-ja was a single mother who raised her daughter up, and her daughter got a good job, and from her first salary, she bought her mother an expensive shawl. Now, her mother was, you know how parents who are actually poor act? Her mother was like, no, you can't get me this because we are poor. Use the money for something better. So they had an argument about how the mother manages money and stuff. The girl left the house angrily, and she had an auto accident, and she died on the spot. So the mother refused to believe the fact that her daughter was dead, and she kept on, having delusions that her daughter was still alive. So you guys can see that is another form of mental health that you guys don't even know about. Now we have Miss Park Oran. Miss Park Oran was Komi Young's mother. But before we knew that she was Komi Young's mother, she was actually the head nurse of the hospital. And she was a sociopath I was telling you guys about. She had severe mood change. She had severe change effects, which affected her expressions of feelings and emotions. And in fact, the way she was thinking was twisted. Oh my God, it was crazy. Yeah. Whew. Talking about this issue right now is draining on me. But this drama taught me a lot of things. For example, this. This is actually called the butterfly hug method. If you're having a tantrum or you're scared or whatever you're going through, this butterfly hug method is very comforting because it makes you feel like someone is giving you a hug and helps you count. Now, whenever you're going through some issues or you have any temper issue or you're feeling angry or you can't control yourself, do this. Count to 3. 1, 2, 3. This helps to cool you down. This helps to regulate your emotions, and this actually helps to, make you feel better. Yes, this butterfly hug method was taught to us by Moon Sante when he was trying to teach Mu Young to, release stress and control herself better. So guys, these are the few mental health issues that I saw in this drama that I thought that you guys need to know about. You guys should be we should be considered to those who have mental issues and who are different from us, because it's not easy being them, and those taking care of them is not easy at all too. So we should all be considerate to those in the communities and those in our families who have these mental health issues. Yes, that's the best we could do. We should be empathetic toward these people. So it's okay not to be okay. It's over, and I don't know what to do right now. I'm thinking of, guys, my next video, I don't know what to do next. I'm thinking of starting a new drama series and explaining it to you guys and doing the summary and the reviews. But at the same time, I'm thinking of doing a little fun game using Korean words with my friend. Or I should do a Korean drama review. Reaction. I don't know. I have so many ideas that my head is busting. My head is bubbling up with so many ideas. I don't know what to do next. So if you have any idea what I should do next, please leave it in the comment section below. I would really super duper appreciate it, guys. Woo! This drama was a little tough for me to do because I had to, understand this mental health issues, just explain to you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this drama. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and leave a thumbs up button down there for me, guys. Whew, I really enjoyed making this drama. Please have a great day. It's a girl, Verdina.